I love to move. And I think it's like a natural thing. We're in bodies that move. And even more so than words, I feel like moving through my body is how I can express myself most. And express isn't even the right word, really. It's just like, feels like living, or like, yeah, just another like facet of living is dance. Yeah, I've always loved it. I wish I would have been like taking ballet classes since I was 2, but I wasn't. But I've always felt like in my heart that I wanted to move. I love to move ever since I was young. Dance kind of lets me experience life in a deeper way. And I think like, in the same way that everybody I think is an artist, I think everybody's a dancer. If you have a body, you can dance. I think like dance is so freeing on whatever level you're at. If you're like a prima ballerina, or just like you're able to like move your fingers, that's dance. Like that's movement, that is freedom. I kind of discovered dance when I got to college. And I think like definitely at first, the passion is what propelled me. Otherwise, I would have like given up pretty quickly. But as far as like technique work, and I think when I discovered modern dance and contemporary dance is when I felt the most free, because it's just like a natural expression. It's kind of like however the body moves. And I was so drawn to that. And then I was like, I want to do this with my life. And kind of at that point, I felt like nothing could stop me. For so long, like in my mind, it was art, and my faith and like spirituality was so separate. And really in the last probably 5 years of my life, I've realized it's the same. It's not even like, I sometimes will say like the intersection of faith and art, but it's not even an intersection. It's the same pool. It's not like two rivers crossing. It's like the same pond. And I'm still like discovering what that is and what that looks like, but creating, now I can recognize like we are made in God's image and He is a creator. So when we get to explore creation, we get to explore God and we get to like become more like Him. And that has been like mind-blowing in so many, like I've had spiritual experiences when I do get to create, that there's like no difference between my art and my faith. And I'm trying to like, in practice, integrate it even more than I have before. When I'm in a space that I can like freely move and make, it's such a beautiful thing. So like if I'm in a class and I can just kind of let go, I feel so close to God in that moment. And I think it's like the same exact thing in my faith. Like at the core, it's just like freedom and lightness. And we try to put so much around it, but like in its uninhibited, pure state, like it's just freedom, just like a relationship with Jesus is. Because art at its core, like, is redemptive. But like we say redemptive artists as more of maybe a reminder, like what's our aim? And like God, He's making all things new. He takes all these broken pieces and like pulls them together, and with the artist's touch, it's like, boom, there's like this beautiful new thing that like makes you cry and that like changes your mind and the way you think about things. So like in the same way that I feel like I am a work of art, like by the Heavenly Father, that's the same way I want to create things. Not in a pretentious way, in a way that's like, I want to gather like broken things of the world and then make a new thing that like reflects heaven and reflects what the Lord has done in my life.